We are editing these videos on a Z Workstations machine. Check them out. When you compare it to like an HP workstation, that's what they configure and they customize. It's going to be less expensive. You're going to have more options like the GTX 1080 Ti. You can't get the GTX series on HP. And also it's way easier to work with. Plus you can do payments if you need to. If you're ready for the workstation, step up to Z Workstations or I'll kick you in the teeth. Also thanks to ASRock, we've got 2 videos, Intel and AMD. The links are in the description for all this. Check it out. ASRock's got so much stuff going on that we have 2. That's 4. We have two videos. This is the Intel video, so we're going to check out the Intel motherboard, some of the advancements, some Optane memory, and maybe some mini PCs. They've got the craziest mini PCs I think I've ever seen right now. So stay tuned for video 2, which is going to cover the AMD stuff. Let's check out what's going on. So you guys have seen a lot of the ASRock stuff before, but I want to make sure that you've seen this one right here. This is the X299 ITX AC. Check this action out. So you can actually fit 3 M.2 on this. We got 1 right there, and you can fit 2 more on the back. You've got 4 SODIMM slots, so you can run quad channel memory. You've got SATA ports like right there, all kinds of SATA ports. Only 1 PCI Express. That's about what most people use. And this thing is just absolutely ridiculously loaded. 2 gig internet and Wi-Fi. X299 ITX, guys. They've got an X370 Tai Chi. It's right here. Motherboard set up here, and they're demonstrating the benefits of Intel's Optane memory, which is basically a little M.2 caching device. This one's only 32 gigabytes. And then they're running this 12 terabyte Seagate Barracuda Pro. This is just a standard 7200 RPM spinning disk hard drive. So they're running that. Now normally that should be like 120 megabytes a second on the read and write. But with the Optane memory, let's check out the benchmarks. This is your startup time. Boot Racer is telling us that we're getting 17.76 second startup time. Without Optane memory, it's over 30 seconds. This cuts it almost in half. Okay, now down here to the read and write. Okay, like a regular hard drive should be around 100 to 120, depending on how good the hard drive is. This one, 1402 on the read and 297.5 on the write. That is ridiculous. That's faster than even a regular SATA. That's up into the M.2 speeds almost. That's like low-cost M.2. And you're taking advantage of that with the 12 terabyte Seagate hard drive. Pretty ridiculous. All right, now this is the Fatality X299 Professional Gaming with the i9 7980 Extreme. Got all those PCI Express lanes going crazy, and you're going to need them because they're running 2 Intel Optane SSDs. Now these they got a 380 and then they've got a 480. So what they're doing right here is they're really just showing you what the RAID is like. So right here you can see this is what the performance you're going to get with one, which is just absurd, pretty ridiculous. But then when you put 4 of them in RAID, good God, does anyone need that? Yeah, I think we all need that right now. Could you please stop that? We're busy here. This is the Jupiter H310 proprietary form factor, socket 1151 for those fancy CPUs. Now on the inside here, you've got a couple different M.2. One M.2 is going to be specifically for your hard drive, or your SSD, I mean, and the other one's going to be for Wi-Fi. Now let's see, this is the same thing over here, just all unhooked. This thing is loaded with USB. Now you can also fit a 2.5-inch drive on there for storage as well, so lots of different options. USB 3, USB 3.1, plenty of USB ports right there, HDMI and DisplayPort all happening right here. Let me see the other side one more time. All kinds of stuff right there. Now on the back here, you'll also notice with this case you have some options here. You've got the VGA, and on the inside there's going to be a little jumper so you can install this as well and have a COM port on the back. So plenty of options here with this tiny little device. No longer have to rely upon HP and Dell and companies like that. You can get a much more powerful PC that's only a liter, and it'll be right here. I know you guys have seen the Desk Mini, right? We've got the GTX 1080 that he's slapping right there, just slapping the hell out of it. Now they also have the Slim and the XL. So the Slim, the big difference here is you still get the GTX 1080 in there, still get the ridiculous power, and it will power VR. This is 8K, but it's only a 4K monitor, but it's going to be used for like museums and stuff like that. Places where you don't have a lot of room for like a full size, you'll just be able to get like a smaller sized computer, put it under the desk, and then you're good to go. So that's the idea here with this is this is so fast that it is beyond the capability of these rigs. I mean, of these like VR rigs. So right now he's still looking at this, like insect exhibit here, and it's all running on this Desk Mini. So like I said, this one here is the same thing, except you don't have room for the SSD, the 2.5-inch drive. And then with this one, you have more room for a tower cooling unit. And what's going to be nice about that is it will have up to 120 watts as far as your CPUs go. And then that means future secret Intel stuff that I don't know about. I have no idea about i9s. I have no idea about 8-core 1151 socket. I don't know about any of that stuff.
That would be weird.
That's all secret. I have no idea if any of that stuff's coming out. But if it did, it would work in here, totally, with an MXM, you know, like graphics card. It would all work just fine in there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's take a look at some case mods. So this is one from Mike Wang. It's a Tai Chi mod with the Tai Chi aesthetic and lots of really cool bended tubes right here. You can see we got the Fantex right there on top of the CPU. And then just all the way around, just, you guys can see, I don't need to be talking. I just show it off. Why do I even talk? Look at the inside here. Got our reservoir down there on the bottom, radiator on the back, and then tubes coming around the top right here. Pretty cool. All right, let's go and take a look at the next one. This one here is from Stuart Tonks, highlighting some really clean looking tubes. And also take a look at that really pretty fluid inside there. Just moving around, really, really pretty fluid. LEDs on everything. LED, all the things. So this is a Ryzen build right here. It's got the Threadripper under there using the X399M Tai Chi. The Tai Chi seems to be the one that most people are using because the style is clean and elegant. But overall, this is a very pretty PC. This is the X399 Tai Chi, just again, and we also have the Phantom Gaming Radeon, the RX 580 in there, and it's on a little riser right there in the front. You guys can see it. It's so dark. There we go. Look at all those LEDs. This one's more of a clean, minimal aesthetic, but still sort of that steampunk Tai Chi style with the gears and cogs and everything going up and down the side. A lot of custom cut glass and everything as well. Probably the best case mod of the show. It's so good it took two different people, Karen Zhu, I believe it's how it is, and then YM made this case mod right here. This is just the gaming ITX Z370 motherboard on the inside here. Whatever the hell that thing is. I'm sure it's from something, but how would I know? So cute, I'm gonna vomit.